Good morning, students. Welcome you all in the lecture of dynamics of machine. Okay. Till now we have discussed the static force analysis. Okay. In the last lecture we have done one numerical on the 4-bar mechanism. So we have discussed that if a mechanism is in static equilibrium, then each and every component of that mechanism, every element of that mechanism will be in static equilibrium. Okay. The conditions we have taken 3 conditions by which an element can be in static equilibrium. First one, the element subjected to 2 forces, the element subjected to 3 forces, and the element subjected to 2 force and a torque. Okay. So in the today's lecture we are going to discuss the free body diagram of a slider crank mechanism in static equilibrium. If a slider crank mechanism is in static equilibrium, then how we are going to draw the free body diagram of each and every component. Okay. So we are going to discuss the slider crank mechanism. Static equilibrium, slider crank mechanism in static equilibrium. Okay. So let's say we have a slider crank mechanism. We have a slider crank mechanism. We have a slider crank mechanism subjected to a force F. This is the external force F acting on the slider, and one torque acting on link, let's say A, B, C, on link AB, link 1. This is also 1, 2, 3, and this one is 4. Okay. So we have this kind of situation. Configuration diagram will be given in the question. So you have to first of all draw the configuration diagram. Okay. Now if the slider crank mechanism is in static equilibrium, then we have to draw the free body diagram of each and every element. Element 2, element 3, and element 4. Okay. First of all, we will draw each and every element. Let's say this one element 2. This is element 2. Okay. Element 2 is subjecting by an external torque T, and one force will come from here, but we don't know the directions and magnitude. One force will come from link 2, because we are drawing the free body diagram. We have to eliminate link 2 from link 3, link 2 from link 1. So we have to separate. One force will come from here, one force will come from here. So the member will be in static equilibrium by 2 forces and a torque. Okay, but we don't know the direction as well as magnitude till now. So we will draw the second member, the third member. Sorry, the third member is like that. Third member, we don't have any external force here. Only the force will come from link 2 and link 4 when we are going to separate this one, link 2 and link 4. So this member will be subjected to 2 forces. Okay. In case of 2 force equilibrium member, always the force is acting along the member. So we have direction in case of 2 force member. Either the force will act like that or like that, but the line of action of the force will remain same. Okay. Now, but we don't know. We know the directions. We know that both forces will act along this line, but we don't know the magnitude. So we will move to link 4. Now link 4. This is link 4. link 4 is subjected to an external force F. An external force F. We have one support here, the horizontal support. Always the horizontal support will provide one vertical reaction. Okay. Always one reaction in the perpendicular direction. This is horizontal plane, so the reaction will be in the perpendicular direction. Perpendicular direction means the reaction will be this one. Okay. So we know this force, externally applied force. We know the direction of that reaction. We don't know the magnitude, but we know the direction, and this force will be equal to F by the member 1 on the member 4. F1 4. And this force in the link 3 will act along this line. So we will have the direction of link 4. And link 4 we will have the direction of the third force which is acting on link 4. We have the direction, but we don't know the magnitude. Okay, so the force will act along this line, and meet all the forces. This one will meet. The amount of this force will be equal to F3 force. F3 force by the member 3 on the member 4, but we don't know the direction, either this direction or this direction. So all the forces will meet at a single point, because we have the equilibrium condition. In case of a member subjected to 3 forces, all the forces should meet at a single point and they should form a closed triangle. So with the help of that F, by scaling that F, like if this force is 100 Newton, then we can take that 10 Newton is equal to 1 centimeter with 10 centimeter. So first we will draw a line of force F by scaling. Then we will draw this F14 in the vertical direction. F14, this is F14. We don't know the magnitude of this force, but we know the direction of this force. So we will draw a parallel line from this point, this peak point, to connect this one. Okay, so we will draw a parallel line to line 3, because this force F34 will act along this line. So we will draw a parallel line like that from this point, because we know this F force, the direction as well as the magnitude. So we will form a closed curve. This force will be equal to F34. This force will be equal to F14. Now we have the magnitude of F14. We have the direction of F14. We have the magnitude of F34. Direction of F34. Okay. So now we have F34. This one. Now we have F34. Okay. So this force will act in the opposite to F34, and the amount of this force will be equal to F43 by the member 4 on the member 3. The member is in equilibrium under the action of two forces. Then the force will be equal and opposite along the same line of action. Equal and opposite along the same line of action. Equal and opposite. This force will be equal to F23 by the member 2 on the member 3. By the member 2 on the member 3. And this one F34 will be equal to F43 will be equal to F23. Now this force on point B, we will have one force from link 3 along the same line of action. Draw a parallel force, this one, and the amount of force will be equal to F32 by the member 3 on the member 2, and this one will be equal to F32. Okay. Now we have a member 2 subjected to two forces and a torque. So the two forces will be parallel and equal. This force will be equal to F1, 1, 2. F1, 2. So here we can calculate the perpendicular distance between these two forces with the help of configuration diagram. So we will have F32 will be equal to F12, F12, and then torque, then moment produced by these two forces. Moment F12 multiplied by H equal to F32 multiplied by H will be equal to the externally applied torque. Moment produced by these two forces will be equal to the externally applied torque. So we can calculate the any value, like if we have to calculate the value of torque T, then we can calculate as we have calculated in case of 4-bar mechanism. So the important part is you have to understand how to draw the free body diagram of each and every component. First of all, we don't have the direction and magnitude of F3 to F12, so we will not start from here. This point we will have the direction. If a member is subjected to two forces in equilibrium, then the force will act along the member. So we have direction, but we don't have magnitude. We have the line of action of force, but we don't have the magnitude. Either it can be tensile or it can be compressive, but we have the line of action. So we will not start from here. We will start from here. We have the externally force F. This F14 will always act in the vertical direction because we have horizontal support, but we don't have the magnitude. So we will draw a closed triangle. First we will draw this one, then draw a single line in the vertical direction F14. Don't cut this point because we don't have the magnitude. By scaling, okay, we don't have the magnitude. Then draw this force F34. We have the direction. We have the line of action of force. So just draw a parallel line to configuration diagram. Parallel line from here to here. From this point to this point. So we will have this cut section. Now we will cut. Now this force will cut to F14 at this point. So we have the magnitude and we have the direction. We have the direction. For F34 we have the direction. We have the magnitude. Now we have F34. Now we have the F34. F34 will be equal to F43. F34 will be equal to F43 and F43 will be equal to F23 because the member is in static equilibrium and both the forces will act opposite to each other and equal in magnitude. Now we have F23. Then on this point B, we will have F32 opposite to this force, opposite and equal to this force. So we will have F32. Now the member is in equilibrium under the action of two force and a torque. So this one will be equal to F12. So now we have F12. The moment produced by these two forces will be equal to F12 multiplied by H. This one is the moment produced by the member. This one is the moment produced by the member. Then this one is the F32 multiplied by H multiplied by F12 in the anti-clockwise direction. So we have to apply one external torque in the clockwise direction. So this is how we have to draw the free body diagram of slider crank mechanism. Okay, this is it for today. In the next lecture we will discuss one numerical on this basis on slider crank mechanism, static equilibrium of slider crank mechanism. Okay, thank you.